Hey everyone, welcome to I guess this will be my first video about Zenless Zone Zero. I've been playing the closed beta, the CBT2, since it was, well, released to us. I think it's about 4 days now. Not that far, as you can see, I'm only level 19. But I was watching our good friend Tectone releasing a video with his brutally honest thoughts about the game. And he said, please, if there are content creators out there, react to this video. So here I am. He's gonna explain his really honest thoughts, and I will probably pitch
What
in.
up, boys? If you're here, I want to really encourage you guys to leave a like and a comment and
I already did
subscribe.
that.
This is going to be about something that I really enjoy
I am
talking
also
about,
already
which is
subscribed.
pros and cons
I think.
of closed
Yes,
beta number 2 for Zenless Zone Zero. I'm not here to hurt people's feelings. I'm not here to present my opinion as objective. I can only give you some thoughts that I've been mulling over for the past little bit. And
I mean, that's what we all do, right, Techie?
I will most likely make a follow-up video on this based on what people like or don't like. If you like something that I don't like, that's fine. Say that. If you don't like something that I do like, please say that. That's fine. This is for all of the means to better the game and get it to where the majority of players want it to be, rather than the minority.
Yeah, we all do.
And the reason why that's important is because you need to cater to the majority, because that's how a game becomes a global hit. And I do want Hoyoverse to be successful.
Okay, that's a lot of words there. But yes, what he means to say is that we all want Zenless Zone Zero to be a good game, and we all need to, expose the bads and also expose the goods. But most importantly, the bad, so they fix the bad and then keep the good.
Because I do like their games quite a bit. In particular, Honkai Star Rail and Honkai Impact. Genshin Impact's pretty okay. Other people enjoy it, though, and that's great. And I don't want to take that away from them, as long as they're not weird people with, like, Eula with a McDonald's hat talking about how much they want to be Zhongli's Cumsock on their Twitter. So I'm going to go through the pros and cons.
Zhongli's Cumsock? Does anyone have that? I don't.
Of Zenless Zone Zero that I've written out here so far, and then I'm also going to go over an article that I found of other people's thoughts as well, because I feel like that's very important to talk about. So first off, the animations for this game look absolutely incredible. The way that
True. I mean, let me put this like this. What he's doing is he walks around, but if I do a quick step back, it's not like a twirl or something. Like he actually walks around. Now, I didn't pick this guy. He's Becky will also talk about it. I will just let him speak for a moment here.
the world looks, the way that the cutscenes look are very good. It has a mixture of comic style and actually movie styled animations, and I think that that's very nice. I think they did a great job at the expressions as well. It actually feels like the characters have expressions besides this guy right here, who I honestly think is the worst character in the game, and unfortunately he's the main character. I feel like he looks stupid. I feel like he is stupid. I feel like his emotions are non-existent.
Yes, I completely agree with that statement. When I first got the option to select male or female, you saw that guy on the left and then the girl on the right. And just only from a glimpse, you noticed the girl looks phenomenally better than the male. I mean, who wouldn't pick the female? I mean, I really don't understand why you wouldn't pick the female. This guy, just look at him. Here. Just look at him. His clothes, they're not interesting. How many pieces of orange do you see on his clothes? The rest is all gray and black and brown or whatever. Gray hair. It's not really... They don't stand out of the crowd. But if you look at the female, then it's so much better. Now, I picked the female, and I'm now locked out of playing with the female because she went on another quest, and now you have to play with the dude. So this game works a bit differently when it comes to the main character, because you pick your main character, and then while you're playing, both of them are always in cutscenes. The male is, I think his name is Wise. The girl name is Belle, so I will call them Wise and Belle. And then Wise will be talking, and then Belle will be talking, but every time you have a choice, then Belle will be talking, or your choice will be talking. So I don't know what actually is the choice here. It's just the voice, I think. that you're going to be choosing. I don't know. I mean, it's really a weird thing here.
I feel like he's boring as shit,
Yeah.
but the female counterpart is
Look at
incredible,
it.
quirky.
Look at her outfit. I mean, she has this thing here. I think it's like a cashier, something maybe with coins. I don't know. It looks like that. She has a button. She has a colorful hoodie. Her hair is colorful. She has something pinned in her hair. I mean, she looks aesthetically pleasing. That's what I'm trying to say. She has a bracelet here. He really does. I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking.
Funny, and get this, actually looks good. I feel like the male MC looks like a worse version or a prototype version of the Honkai Star MC. And the reason why that really bothers me is because we're going to have to be interacting with him a lot. I think a lot of the issues with the MC is that I feel like his eyes are too far apart, his face is too long, his nose looks really weird from a front angle, displaying the double nostril, and his mouth.
His eyes too far apart. Now that you mention it. I mean, it looks like, yeah, they really do seem too far apart. Maybe that's a problem. Yeah, I think you're onto something here.
Mouth just looks stupid. I also think his outfit is boring as shit. I just feel like he does not look like a good character. If this guy were to be in the main, if he was going to be in the main overworld, where it's like a random NPC looking at the albums, I feel like nobody,
you'd forget him.
I mean, nobody could tell the difference. I genuinely feel that. If you disagree,
no, that's true.
Fine. Please
I don't
tell
disagree.
Me why, but I assure you,
Look at the
more
bang
people
boo.
dislike this guy's appearance than people who are crazy about them. And it can't just be fine anymore. A character's image cannot just be fine. It needs to be good. Saying it's passable is not good enough in 2023 or 2024 when this game releases. It needs to be phenomenal. And I do think the female main character's design is fantastic. I feel like the male MC's design is terrible. I feel like the world is quite good. I would love to show you it, but I'm locked inside of this, little shitty hole. Maybe my editor will put some of the B-roll footage from my Twitch VOD as a display that you can look at the overworld while I walk around, and maybe some combat too. Who knows? The arcade is really, really, really fun. I do like the arcade quite a bit. There's a fun way to have PvP in a very fun, lighthearted, hopefully not too anxiety-inducing way.
Anxiety-inducing, okay. Bashing on the Genshin thing again. Nice. No, but in all honesty, the arcades, if you want to, I also wrote that in the surveys of the game that they ask of you. The arcades, they're nice because when you're playing the game as a whole, I'm sorry, I'm getting a phone call here. Apologies. Where was I? I was talking about, oh yeah, so when you're playing, the main game, you're doing all those puzzle-related things, which he's going to touch upon as well. You're doing the combat. Sometimes you want to do something to cool down from the main game, and then do this. And this is actually relaxing. You just play Snake like you did on the Nokia, 3310. You play Snake all day. You can do that here, and then all the
where you compete in.
And enemies appear, and you can. I mean, it's fun. It's really fun.
PvP. I feel like it'll be fun to dick around every now and then. I do feel like it's a pretty cute way to have players be able to interact and be able to do shit with their friends. And I do think it'll get a lot of people to download the game just to play the arcade. I genuinely feel that, and maybe they'll stick around for the combat after that. The combat feels very good when we're allowed to do it.
Yes. So he's gonna probably tell you as well. The combat is really, really good. It's really snappy. It's reactive. It's really what you want out of combat. But it's like he says, when you can do it, it's really fun. It takes a long while before you can do combat again. In the main story, there are stuff like the VR training that you can do. VR training is for your skill levels and stuff. The resources for that. And there is something like Rally that you can do. It's like the simulated universe as well that you can do. So there are parts where you can do lots of combat, but in the story, not as much.
Have we heard that before? Oh yeah, Genshin Impact. Unfortunately, Zenless Zone Zero currently feels more like a TV simulator than a combat-oriented game, which is incredibly frustrating.
So this is the TV simulator which he is referring to. This is like a puzzle sequence that you have to do before you can actually go into combat, there are these little red TV screens. If you hop on those, then combat ensues. But it's just a puzzle, actually. You have to do a puzzle. I think you can even ignore some combat TV screens. So I'm not really sure.
We're just waffling about in TV land for half an hour before we get to kill something in 30 seconds. They did this weird thing where they changed it from CBT1 to CBT2, where it feels less like a roguelike and more like a 2D puzzle solver. Yay, where have we heard that before? Genshin Impact. Because before, we would like go into the TV world. As we go from TV to TV, maybe we get a buff, maybe we get a debuff, maybe enemies do this, maybe enemies do that. And now
also, that's how it was before. I didn't actually know that. I didn't play the CBT1, so I don't know the differences. But it's nice to hear that it was like that. So you actually were exploring the TV universe, I would call it, and then get buffs here and there. Okay, that's nice. Oh, sorry.
There's a Twain. You got to stop the Twain by putting the blocks in the block hole. And if you don't put the blocks in the block hole, you're going to have to walk around with the dwell. And maybe the dwell make you go up. Maybe the dwell make you go down. Who knows? But you got to solve the puzzle very quickly. Otherwise, the Twain is going to go off the tracks. And yeah, Yeah,
okay. So he talks like that because if you play it like this, then it's really made for children. Yeah, I agree.
Thought this game was supposed to be a roguelike, and now it kind of just feels like, hey, do this shitty puzzle that you're not gonna like. Combat! It's over. Which is really depressing. I mean, it is really depressing. I mean, this game had a very cool opportunity.
Oh yeah, Nicoles tits. Okay, yeah.
Challenging and fun and fresh.
Very good.
And instead it said, do you like Twains? And me personally, no, I really don't like trains that much. I really don't like old retro TVs that much. That being said, I do.
There are like 2 main story quests where you have to do stuff with the train. That's what he's referring to.
You have one of my set on Steak and Eggs with Asmongold and Emperor, but that's neither here nor there. Moving forward, I feel like the music is absolutely fantastic. I enjoy it quite a bit. I feel like the music is very good, and I do feel like the gacha roll animations are great. It looks
great.
Really
I wouldn't say great. I think they take too long, and it's like I don't think you get like an idea if you get an S rank. Oh yeah, in this game it's like B rank, A rank, S rank. B rank is the father, A rank is the 4-star, and S rank is the 5 stars. But like you got these 3 images at first, and then it hops over to like a really mountain of screens.
It's very long, it's very epic.
And everywhere you can see a minimum 1 S appear, and then you're like, yeah, you're not, yeah, and then you see this, like a mountain of B's and 1 A. It's insane.
The rates are still shit. It is a whole universe game.
Yeah.
Let's go over the cons. The CN censorship is unbelievable. I mean, okay. It is. I'm not going to sit here and say, Nicoles Boobs. But one more time, holy they ruined Nicoles Boobs. Oh, they're still good.
If you're a fan of Tectone, well, Tectone, if you're watching this reaction, if your reaction, then you know what I'm talking about. But he made a reference of Nicoles' current boobs and her previous boobs in CVD1, and they went from this to this. You know, it's censorship and it's not really liked. I personally, I don't really care that much, but I understand the care for it. I'm not saying that it's okay. I'm not really saying that. I mean, I just don't really care. They're drawn boobs. I can see drawn boobs everywhere. If I go on Reddit, my main page is full, so I don't really.
They were so hot. Oh God, whatever. The R34 artists will still animate them anyway, so I don't care. I just don't like censorship.
They will.
It's clearly they wanted to make the model look like that, and then they were like, "Oh, dude, change them quick. They're too unrealistic." Oh, unrealistic expectations in a video game? What are you gonna tell me next? The characters have superpowers? If you tell me unrealistic equals needs to be censored, you are actually a idiot. What do you want them to do? Censor Naruto whenever he does the Rasengan? It's a video game.
It's a valid point.
For a reason.
It's a valid point.
Depressing 9 times out of 10. Who cares? Make the characters look unrealistic. I don't need. Oh, dude, where the is the bald, angry, loud, fat guy? Like, am I screaming for that representation? No, I don't care. I like when characters look absurd. Oh God.
He's absolutely correct, though. I mean, I also am not a fan of everyone shouting, I want to be represented in the game or something like that. It's just nonsense. Why do you want to be represented in a game? I mean, it's a freaking game. Aren't you supposed to be like wanting to get away from reality and play a game where you're not connected to the current world and reality you're in? Isn't that why you're playing video games like this? You know, to have a sense of disconnect? I don't know.
God, what are you gonna tell me? Next they have a cat girl? A fish girl?
Oh,
no. But a boobie's a little bit too big. That's where we draw the line. Just change it back. Let a video game be unrealistic like video games should. Let's go more forward.
By the way, a fish girl? Is it top half fish or bottom half fish? What are we talking about here?
But it's completely unbalanced. There's certain characters, even 4 stars, where you can trivialize the entire game very easily. Minimal gear, minimal levels. You can just literally just left click spam, spacebar spam, and you can beat everything in the whole game without even thinking. That's
actually true. I mean, there are harder things you could do in the game. I've recently played that simulated universe stuff. It can get pretty hard if you're not doing everything correctly. Like I was just doing stuff and I ended up with only one character left with a sliver of health. So it can get hard, but in the main story, it really isn't. It really, really isn't.
Just me. I'm hoping it's not a, oh God. I really don't think it's because I'm,
He gets physically ill.
I don't think it's just a me being really good at video games thing. I do genuinely just think that the game is really easy, like beyond easy. I mean this genuinely. I don't think I've had a single thought of what to do or not to do in the combat in its entirety.
To be fair, I think having a skill in playing video games matters a bit. Because when I started playing the game, I kind of clicked through the tutorials. I just like read keywords and you just understand what you're doing. Like he's gonna say when the orange flashes pop, you press spacebar and then you do like a perfect assist, stuff like that. I mean, sometimes it comes naturally to you, and I can see that people will struggle just grasping the essence of combat here, especially gaming journalists. But you know what I'm saying?
Entirety. It's just, I hear the shing, I press spacebar, and then everything dies. Let's keep going. Yeah, the TV roguelike aspect has borderline gone away. Now it's just little puzzles. The puzzles are boring. The energy system sucks. 20 energy per side quest, 30 energy for main quest.
I think that is absolutely bullshit. You get so many side quests at a certain point in the game, and they're all 20 to 30, even 40 energy, and you have 180 energy. I am opposed to that. I really hope that's not in the main game. I think that your quests should be done whenever you want. Whenever you want, you should need to be able to do your main quest, and you should be able to do your side quests. They don't need to cost any energy. That's just my opinion. I know it's also the same in Epic 7 and stuff like that, but in this game, I don't really feel like it has a place in this. There is, however, like the coffee shop where you can get more energy, but you could only do it once a day, I think, or maybe once per in-game day. Not really 100% certain, but I think it just needs to go. Like quests don't need to cost anything.
Just needs a lot of work. I don't know why we're expending energy on main quests and side quests. I think it should be free. It's just my opinion. You know, have the energy.
It's also my opinion.
You know, have like the energy used for what you need to upgrade your characters. Like I don't know, every other game that you do. The story feels all over the place. There's not really an overarching story that I've picked up on yet. I don't really want to weigh on the story too much because I mean, absolutely nothing has gotten my attention at all besides how hot Nicole is. So I've kind of just been mulling through
Soldier 11 is also
nothing has grabbed my attention at all. It feels more like a slice of life than an overarching story.
What is it, by the way, with the mole here? I mean, the Yelan has the same, but on the other boob. I mean, it's nice because it gives you like a focus point. But why? Why is it necessary on big boobed girls? It's fun. It's just funny. I mean,
I think it could work. I'm not really a slice of life guy, but like, you know, you're kind of just like a hacker and you do like odd jobs and you help random people, and that's like fine. You know, Genshin Impact's biggest issue is they have an overarching story, but it just never
you never get to do it.
Progresses ever.
No, that's true. But getting back to the story in Zenless, I think that the story has something, because I mean, we got thrown into this. They don't really tell it from the beginning to where we are now, but basically we are in a post-apocalyptic world, and we are in the last surviving city, New Eridu, and there are these places that will pop up called hollows, and these are these disrupted environments, and they hold the resources that they currently use. And then these sorry, I need to drink from. So these agents, they go into the hollows to gather the resources, and then they get like sold, black market, or you know, enterprises that will do the same thing but sell it at a premium. Something like that is currently going on in this world. And what we are doing is we are the proxy that will guide agents through the hollows from outside, and that's basically what we do. And the game is just about doing that. We I think at some point someone wants to have our help. Like he's saying, there isn't really an overarching story. That is true. It's more like sub stories. I can't really show you because I'm locked out right now. Maybe I can. Hold on. Maybe I can. Can I go back here? Can I open this? Yes. Mission log. So as you can see right here, this is the things that we do in chapter 1. And now this is the things that we do in chapter 2. But they don't really, you know, I think it's like every chapter is a new videotape, and every chapter is like a standalone chapter. I think this is maybe what they're doing. Now I'm in chapter 3 here. I mean, I don't really... He's right, there is an overarching story. What am I blabbing about? God.
It does not progress. It literally does not progress ever.
Oh, Genshin,
we
yeah.
to find our sister or brother for the past like 4 years. Sure, it has an overarching story, but we're not doing anything to accomplish it. So maybe Hoyoverse just doesn't get how to do that. So maybe they're just giving up and just saying, okay, well now our entire story is just gonna be helping random people, and that way nobody can complain. And shit, maybe it'll work. When I say it out loud, I think it actually could work. And maybe that's fine. You know, maybe that's fine. So we'll
yeah,
see.
no, that's true. If every chapter is its own story, then I mean, you have just sub stories. I mean, that's okay.
But so far, nothing has really grabbed my attention at all. No story has grabbed my attention. Besides when Billy's on the screen too. I really like Billy. I really like Billy. I really like Nicole. I really like female main character. I even like Corin. I like Corin too. I think they're very cute.
Oh yeah,
I find the cat girl...
Corin is I don't know if I can show you here. Wait, there. Agents. This girl. So this is Corin. She's like, if you know Ho-Ho from Star Rail, then it's Ho-Ho as a maid, always scared, screaming and stuff like that. So maybe that's why he likes her. I don't know why. Oh, that's yeah.
Cringe as shit. I mean, good God. Holy shit. Let's keep going. Yeah, once again, the male MC looks diabolically stupid.
Yeah.
Spend too much time in the TV, very little time doing the combat. The UI looks good, but lacks clarity. So what I mean by that is that I can open up like a menu in this game.
You're logged out. Oh no.
And it'll like look really good. Like it'll look very pretty. But I don't really know what I'm doing there. There's a really good DVD screen that I think I can pull up. Bang Boo won't allow me because I'm story locked. How fun. Don't worry, I have a wonderful article that also talks about their issues as well. But yeah, I feel like the UI looks very good, but I don't understand it without reading things. And that...
No, okay. I kind of get what he's saying. The thing that disturbs me more is you have VR training in here, but you also have your VR testing machine. And your VR testing machine is where you get your resources to level up your skills, your talents, and stuff like that. But the VR training is something else entirely. I think you get to run around, test your characters and stuff, but it's not really explained. You know, you can test your perfect, or you can train your perfect dodge, perfect assist, stuff like that. Free training is just running around, I think, slaying hordes. I haven't tried it. Because I don't really care that much. But the Internaut, I know it's a slide to internet, but the Internaut, I mean, this is just insane. I think this is supposed to be what scrolling through Reddit will look like within a new Eridu. But what you have to do, basically, is you have to click on this, help request info, and check if there are new quests. That's what you have to do. So I don't really know if this works. The schedule just shows you how many how many quests you have and how many of those will cost you all your energy. But also what disturbs me is that these are done in the morning. These are done in the evening. And these are done at midnight. As you can see, the list gets shorter because some you can only do in the morning and some you can do all the time, I think. But the time in this game goes by so fast. Like, you can talk to someone and then it's night and you're like, what the hell? I just woke up. So I don't really know if this actually works with the morning, evening, and midnight. I don't really think so. The proxy primer is like in Genshin Impact with your commission guide, where you have to do some stuff and then go to page 2, do some more stuff, get your primo gems and stuff. And primo gems is film in this game, so I mean, you know what the proxy primer will do. But I understand what he says when the UI is not really up to snuff. Also, the agent screen. If you're walking around, you can't press C and open your character window. You can't do that. You have to go escape. You have to click on agents, and then you are in here. But then, when you click on Anby, for instance, you can double click it, nothing happens. You click on base stats, and then you're in here. But you know, in Genshin and in Star Rail, where you have your list of characters on the top, or on mobile on the side, you can scroll through them, and then click on one, and then their page opens. But you can't do that here. There's no arrow to go to the next one. You have to go back, you have to click on one, and then click on base stats, or skills, or equip, whatever you want to do. It's really not intuitive to be working in the character screen. It's really, really not. So, yeah, UI intuitiveness needs to be upgraded.
That might sound like well, then just read it. But like, you gotta understand, we're in 2024, 2023. I should be able to understand what something is based on the icon alone. Otherwise, what is the point of that icon? There's nothing. There's no point. I should be able to look at it and instantly know what it is that I'm doing.
Yeah, okay, I get what he's saying, but I do think that the icons itself, they represent what they need to represent. Options, it's a cog. Well, just think that there is no text on the bottom. If there's no text here on the bottom, okay, agents, yeah, this icon is bullshit. Signal search, okay, no. He's actually right, because I always read the text. Well, if you see 24-hour, what does that mean? Well, it's shop. Travel is like okay, no. He's absolutely correct at this. If you see VR, then you think that this will be a teleport to the resource gathering, but it's not. No, Techie, you are absolutely correct. Sorry if you don't want me calling you Techie, but I did.
Also, side note, Zenless Zone Zero has a story skip button, but I feel like that's maybe because this is the only Hoyoverse game where the story is just dead ass, just not important. So maybe...
Also, I don't think he mentions it, but there's a skip button, but only in certain cinematic parts. So you have the parts where you see the three characters talking to each other. There's only the skip button there. If you have like overworld talking parts, you can't skip those. If there are animated videos, you always want to watch the animated videos. Believe me, they're amazing. But you can't skip those. There's only one cinematic thing that you can skip, and it's only that part. You can't skip everything.
Maybe it is skip because nobody gives a... Yeah, the UI's a mess.
Yeah.
Just way too much going on at all times. We'll circle back to that later. And also, there's this weird, like, film grain over everything in the game that I know they did for, like, a stylistic choice. But I wish there was a way to remove it because it hurts my head. It feels very foggy.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it just feels like there's grain over the screen. But that's just me. Some people see it, some don't. Chat, type 1 if you see it, type 2 if you don't. There's
if
like
I wasn't
weird,
chat,
like,
I would be
film
typing
grain,
1. I can see it now.
It makes everything a lot less vibrant than I feel like it should. Also, side note, the Bang Boos are probably the best part of this game. I love these little guys so much. They're so cute. They're so adorable. They're incredible. I love.
I have seen the rest a bit further in the video already, but I'm not sure if he touches upon this. But you have Bang Boos that you can use in the game. It's never explained what they do. Well, maybe I skipped the part of the tutorial, but it's never explained what they do. You do a signal search and you get Bang Boos. And you're like, where are they? How can I use them? Well, actually, they are... well, can I show it somewhere? Can I show it here, perhaps? No. Damn it. Where can I do it? Can I do it here? Am I allowed to? What if I do start training? Okay, yeah, here it is. So you choose your team and then you can see your Bang Boo. And you add them and they will assist you. I think. I absolutely think. I don't really... Oh, here it is. I didn't actually check these as well. So they will well do stuff. I will not read them now. But you boosts max HP attack of agents in battle. Nice. I mean, these are pets that will assist you in battle. It's never explained. Like I just making this video found out what ABC meant. So you get what I'm saying. They need to do a bit more on the Bang Boo part.
Love them a lot. My last big issue is that the alt...
Oh, who's there?
Hi.
Oh, yo, thanks, man.
Smoothie.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
The other problem that I really have with this game
Look delicious.
is that the alts and the skills feel very similar. Like, especially Nicole. For Nicole's E, she sends out a gravity suck. For Nicole's alt, she sends out a gravity suck. So it pretty much just feels like they're the same thing.
That's true.
Which I really don't get. The alts and skills, they don't feel special. They just feel the same, and I don't like that. My skill should feel kind of good, and then my ultimate should feel incredible.
Because it's an ultimate.
It's called a ultimate.
Yeah.
Not called...
So, yeah, I get what he's saying, and I also want to add to it that when you're playing Nicole, I don't think I can show you without expending energy here, but when you're playing Nicole, you actually send out a gravity suck with your E. But also, when you're doing your combos, when you're just auto-attacking, like ching, ching, and then you press E, nothing happens until they lower their weapons, and then you have to press E. So your auto-attacks aren't cancelable into skill as well. Well, not for all characters. Some characters can, but that's probably because their auto attacks are so quick that you just don't notice it. But sometimes you're just not into your zone anymore. You're clicking and then you're just constantly pressing E until that attack comes out, and then you can just continue. And it sucks sometimes. It really sucks.
Called a reskill. It's called a ultimate.
A
and
reskill.
that's what I feel it should be like. Now, I'm going to go a little bit further into another great article I saw but haven't read yet, heard good things, and we're going to talk about it. I do want to encourage, if you are another content creator who maybe agrees or disagrees, that's fine. I would like to welcome as many content creators to react to my video and give me their opinion about my opinion on this. I would love to know, because I feel like now is the most important part to give feedback for the game
Yeah,
before
no, that's
the real
true.
release comes out.
That's
I really don't care about your opinion of me whatsoever. I just want the best for Zenless Zone.
Tectone, my opinion of you, I like you. You're funny. You're always saying what you have to say. I don't really care about all the drama that happens. I'm not that kind of person. But I love the content that you're making. If you're watching this video, I appreciate you watching this. But also know that I watch your videos. I'm a fan, and I like what you do. And also, while we're mentioning it, your thoughts about the game, I agree. I don't think I've ever said that I didn't agree about anything that you had said. I just added 2. So yeah, you're good.
Before the beta test, I was very excited for this, and now I'm so-so. That's very disheartening to me. And I feel like this game needs a lot of work, and I don't feel like I'm alone here. So I really encourage a lot of people to either make their own video or react to my video of this and just weigh in. I would, and feel free to send me the link. I would love to watch your reaction to my reaction of the video. Sure. I don't care. Here's another great article.
I'll see if I can send it to you on Discord.
Look at this. So ZZZ CB2 concerns with pictures. Very good. UI's messy. It really is. Okay. All of this shit, I have no idea what the going on here. Messy UI negatively impacts everything else, including the TVs, combat, everything. I found navigating screens tedious. Most of the game felt cluttered, and many things felt counterintuitive.
That's what I said. You have to click on that all and then do the feature request, or what is it? And then only the important parts, you know, are shown. That's what it always needs to be doing. I think. I don't know. I don't know how you can really improve this, but just get rid of the clutter.
So
also, did anyone ever read everything in the internet that wasn't part of the story or the quests? I didn't. I don't want to. I read emails from customers on a daily basis as my job. I don't want to read that much in my games. I really don't.
Absolutely. It feels like a absolute mess. Stamina, too little to get stuff done. Yeah. 1,000,000%. I don't understand why stamina is being used for main story and side story.
Correct.
And I've also
100%.
been told that when you level up, it doesn't replenish your stamina. So really weird. Battle mechanics, mashing is all it takes. Absolutely. You slam your head against the keyboard, everything will die. 1,000,000%.
Dang. Oh, I won.
Yep. So in case anybody doesn't know, these hollows, these TVs, they're used to be as a supplement or a substitute for the overworld. This game will not have an overworld. Everything we do will exist in the main hub. We will go inside a TV and we will explore. That is how the whole story will go. Yeah. We will not go other places.
That I knew.
That's what we've been led to believe so far. Now, with that severely being able to have less development time than actually making overworlds, these TV zones really need to be good, and they don't feel good. They actually feel quite bad. So that's very scary. It doesn't feel smooth. It does not feel fun. It looks very pretty, but that is generally the theme for Zenless Zone Zero. A lot of flash.
Well, I do have to mention this. Before I heard that in CBT1 it was more like a roguelike, I actually thought that the puzzles in the TV simulator thing, it was okay. I thought it was fun. I mean, that's my opinion. I thought it was kind of fun to just do puzzles and then go into combat. I thought it was okay. But now that you mentioned that, what's this? But now that you had mentioned that in CBT1 it was more like a roguelike, I'm like, this could actually be more fun than it currently is. So I can see where you're coming from.
Not really that much substance, and it's a shame because I already really like these characters. I love the Wubbaboos. I think the Ghost Girl with huge tits is
the Bang Boos. Wubbaboo is in Star Rail. Get your facts straight, man.
Awesome. I feel like the pink hair girl with huge tits is awesome, and I think Billy's awesome. And once again, the Wubbaboos are just so goddamn cute. It's absolutely unreal. It has so much promise, but it just doesn't really deliver. And it's a shame because I feel like it could be fun, but It's just simply not. In-game day-night cycles, they clash with real-time stuff. Each in-game day has 3 segments, morning, evening, and midnight. I found this to be confusing. It took me a couple hours to figure out which one the game means, but when they say per day. However, more frustrating is the fact that some quests or even events are tied to a certain time of day, and some character quests have a time limit before they are gone. After 3 surveys, I'm still one.
Wait. Some character quests have a time limit before they're gone? Oh, I didn't know. Damn, I have to check my list then. Oops.
100% sure not to pass the time, the one I want, especially evening. I have no idea what the this means, but true. I have liked the game a bit more as I played. Parts of the trailers were showing only the flashy parts of combat, only to hide the main game, that is the TVs. At this moment, I think ZZ is quite messy, but I also have a fairly large tank of copium. I think I can speak for everybody who's played this game where we all like it. We do like it, but it just needs a lot of work.
Yeah.
Now, once again, I understand some people might want to just dismiss this as, oh, well, it's a beta. You're right, but you got to understand that the Genshin Impact...
It's closed beta 2. I think most games just work with beta 1, beta 2, and then release. Or closed beta 1, closed beta 2, open beta, and then release. So, when it's open beta will most likely be the state where the release will be in. So closed beta 2 will need the feedback it needs to go to open beta. So
closed beta was legit the exact same as the full released product. And that's from the same company. We can also say the Honkai Star Rail was pretty different. And the reason why that was is because the players were giving a lot of feedback before the game went live. Hoyoverse now has 3 universal hits. Honkai Impact, Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail. If Zenless Zone Zero releases as is, it will not be the 4th. It will be forgotten about very quickly. It needs feedback, it needs constructive criticism, and it needs the help of its player base. It does, because clearly the developers have dropped the ball a little bit. Now, that being said, it has an excellent framework for a great game, but now it needs the fill-in. It needs the substance, because right now it does not have that. I encourage you to leave a comment here, to make a post on social media, to go onto the Hoyoverse forums and tell these people what you want and what they can do to fix their game. Very.
I fill in the surveys every time they ask, so I kind of always do that. I keep a list of everything that I come across when playing this game. I used to be a QA, so I kind of know how to word stuff. But I keep a list. I try to keep it short, and then every time the survey comes, I paste that list in the open query thing that they give at the end. They don't do it in every survey. Sometimes it's just, did you like this? Yes? Great. Did you like this? No. Oh, why? And that's it. So, yeah, but I keep a list, and I also mean to make my own videos on the matter. So, yeah, I'll be voicing my opinion as well.
Very important. It is very important. The UI picture in example 1 gave me an aneurysm. True. You don't get stamina on level up. Holy, that's what we were complaining on main story quest requiring stamina. They give you a lot of stamina refills. Levels up give you a lot of stamina. Yeah, that's generally what gacha games do.
Yeah.
Regardless, I'm still at number 1. Why the hell does that UI look like a Pinterest? True. I feel like they were really trying to do more things that Persona 5 did, but unfortunately...
Actually,
it was just a big swing and a miss. Regardless, I am still going to play the game. I'm going to give it a fair shot once again when it fully releases.
Of course.
But really scares me because I really want this game to be good. I do really want this game to be good. And I'm going to hopefully, maybe I'll have some direct line of communication with the developers. Probably not, but we'll see how it goes.
Well, I hope you get far enough into a closed beta to find all the things that need to be done. Bev, if you've watched this Tectone, I thank you. If you watch this on stream, hi chat. Thank you for also watching this video. If you're not techie or someone else, then this is cringe part. Anyways, thank you for watching this react to a... No, it's not a react to a react. To this reaction. It's my first actual reaction to a video, so I hope I did great. I didn't pause a lot, but I tried to pause and give my own perspective as well, so I hope I wasn't annoying too much. But leave a like and comment on this video with your opinions as well on the matter. You can also make a react of this react. I don't really care. But hope you have a wonderful day and see you in the next one.